So, an Earth 2 update has just made jewel slotting a lot easier. We can now see which resources have been detected on the jewel slottings page. But why is this important? Well, as we know, all our properties have to be primed to start producing resources. Now, I will repeat that. Your properties will not produce the detected resources unless you slot them correctly. Now, this is done by slotting a prime jewel. A prime jewel which matches the detected resources on that property. Prime jewels being the jewel colours naturally spawned by our land. Anthracite, black, blue, green, grey, ochre, sandy and yellow. However, they can be upgraded to tier 2 and 3 for higher buffs, and they will still be prime jewels. I do have videos on upgrading jewels if you need those. I'll add a link in the description below. Now, I would personally recommend slotting one prime jewel for each resource detected on your property. Ideally a T3 prime if you have enough jewels to do so. Now, this is fairly easy for tier 1 land where we have between 5 and 12 jewel slots. However, you might have to pick which resources you prefer to produce on tier 2 land if you have more than 3 resources showing. I would suggest going for your HF ones first, as these are high frequency or the biggest producers, whereas UF is unknown frequency, which will later be mid and low frequency. We also have to bear in mind that some jewels do clash. Black and anthracite jewels do completely cancel each other's buffs if slotted in the same property. Now, anthracite and gold, or black and gold, have a debuff too, but these only reduce the buff amount rather than a full cancellation of each. So it's up to you if you're okay with the reduced or cancelled buffs and still want to prime multiples if you do have clashing resources. As far as I'm aware, there's no indication that clashing jewels would cancel each other's abilities to prime, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on. Now, after you have all your prime jewels set for your detected resources, what to do with the remaining spaces? I would personally suggest slotting all of these with tier 3 mixed jewels, as these are the only jewels which give a +3 buff to E-ther detection on that property. We do also have Jamaica, Sunset and Sunrise, which give a +2, so use those up if you've got them sitting in your inventory. All of these do also give additional production boosts to resources, so it's a good idea to try and match them as well as you can to the resources on your properties. For example, a spinal jewel gives a +3 E-ther detection, but also gives a buff to the limestone and oil production. So this would be ideal to slot on a property which has both limestone and oil. E2 News does have a really good sheet showing each jewel and the details of the buff it can provide, or these can also be found in the combinations tab of the craftings page, allowing you to find exactly which jewels will work best for your plot's resources. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope this tutorial has helped and have an amazing day. I would also like to give a huge shout out to all my Patreons. Peace out.